ngati mukozi guntamidde omwana wo atutamya akaaba buli lunaku n'agera nga tukola ajja kuntama mukanyuga eweeru. Yes, but there's a point I wanted to. Let me tell you, Abu Basiru and the British government is distancing itself from this stupid decision. Why? They are saying an organization petition. But because it's Abu Basiru, the victim, the leading victim is Bobi Wine. I'm telling you.
But
why?
He's happy.
Kankuboli Musiru. Anti, umuntu yenna nakugamba kankaka. Umuntu atayingira mu university. Nasoma political science, logic obani. Nasoma Musiru ddala nga Bobi Wine. Tayina magezi. He doesn't know how to run a country. Whatever besi yasanyuka. Did you see besi celebrating?
I think he's about to celebrate.
He's about to celebrate.
When
Musiru abikola. One, when do you pin it down to somebody? Amongi would have been singled out when he displayed her house, a single state house of him. Bobi Wine umugezi yenna bwe yali mukwatidde. Where did this woman get this money? Because I've been telling you
what if he explains
that when you're about to organize his wedding with Emilia, the wedding costed £60,000. Embassies closed a wedding, and the operator defended himself. I fought for independence, and many of the goods they're talking about were given to me by companies, private companies. But the embassies closed. If you wanted to understand how much money did you better use to organize his wedding, every pound, a single pound, was equivalent to 20 Ugandan shillings, multiplied by 20. I've been telling you, the Native War Memorial, I show how much has in under private government. But eventually, if I was not a younger man, sites at the centers, when will I recover this money? Emiaka namwenda, mitono nnyo. How much money has he invested?
49 years, but you
yes. Kiba kiddayo eri. Naye tekisoboka.
Era yaweebwa omukisa ogusooka.
Yes. 49 years kirimu ki? Kaakati kankubuulire. Nti bw'otegeera nti ssente zaali nnyingi. The Ugandan government, during the Second World War, lent Britain money, £400,000. And the British used it to buy a warship called the Uganda that saw service in the Falkland War and was damaged there. This is why, as a reward, they were to ekisaawe ekyo.
Ate batuwa kyaffe.
Abe bakizimba. Britain yakizimba. That's why waliwo omusiru gwe bayita Kitandu nga n'abasiru abali mu ministry tebakimanyi. An antiquity tekyuka gundi yaayo. Papasi yaayo. Baali bakoze a stupid report nti ye Nambola aveewo bakolewo amaduuka kuba bakulaga bwano. Naye Nambola is sitting in a 2 square mile land. Let them survey it. Ogwango. Naye ogwango. Umanyi obuwa bamugoba ne bamuhumiliate. Ogwango ajaziriye. Naye akuwonya ebijanjaalo. Akuwonya mpiri. Wano do ogwanga. 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 Kubanga every time we develop ekikola ki. Kakati kyenkubuuza. You for stealing of iron shields that were not bought from a British donation cause trouble for a speaker. How do you expect a killer to extract the organs to be president? Olabe embweko bawa ekiwempe.
Yate owenyama.
Oyo ye yawedde. Pulani z'obwa president zawedde. Kasalumbanze ne mukuba ne mukunamya ne mbakuba. Kizunza lutwe tayinza kudda mu kuyita waawo. Bwe kaddamu nze kepankapankambo kayise mwana opozi ebintu byakuba byoki.
But buzeyi.
Kakikoleko kalabe. Abo bakasayija atalina maanyi. Kasayija yayogera ne Kasayija is a talented. Kasayija speaks the Botti's language. embuzi zayogera nazo. How can a Minister of Finance, in order to win in a constituency, ngoina kuwa muntu mulimu? Useless. Me, I'm going to stand in any constituency, I will win. However much, however many the power against me, I've already made my cultivation.
Don't you think Ugandans should celebrate? The Karamajong should celebrate that there is punishment.
Let me tell you.
People
let me tell you. Kugambye nti abakipulaninze ngabo era amagezi ga Bobi Wine ngabo gafanana bwe gali. Nti amagezi tukulabira ku how you plan. I've told you. The INCs were they bought from Britain?
No.
Why does Britain focus in knows? Is this the largest scandal involving huge sums of money in Uganda?
No, no.
Where does Britain citizens come in? Two, what about the others? Why do you target three? What crime did these people commit that the others not?
The others are here were exonerated by courts.
Where? Where?
These are the key.
Where? No. Where these iron sheets divided into two? No. I said I already use similes and simple examples to help the ordinary mind. If the rule of the school is that any girl who falls pregnant must leave the school, and 10 girls fall pregnant, how can you say that this one must remain? Even if the pregnancy belongs to the headmaster, the ruling is what?
Is final.
If the British ruling was that whoever stole iron sheets must go,
be sanctioned.
I would kill up for them. But once they become stupid and stoop too low to target only one individual, then he was stupid. He was an idiot. If they had targeted this woman, if you had targeted this woman after displaying her house, then we would say that you were talking. Yes. Naye lwaki tonvaako mukazi gwe nkubuulidde navadda mu gavumenti lwaki toyina alasi toyinayo omuntu gwomanyi mulala mbudde mu gavumenti emyaka 10 nnemeddeko oyagala nkukwane vaako toddamu kuba simu yange omuntu n'omubuulira nti nze navadda mu gavumenti 10 years ago mbu Museveni yabasuubiza ebintu amanyi minister ni Museveni's government. But they continue ringing me. Continue ringing me.
You are credible.
No, that's why I shouted for them. Obanga nzisente zange zinemi okujjayo. Can I help you? Can you send a defrocked priest to the Pope?
No.
How stupid are these fellows?
Gogo batrust.
Atibiri came.
Bagamba.
Yes.
Omuzeeyo omulaba.
But let me tell you in simple terms. If you had money, the relationship you are enjoying with your son-in-law, and your daughter dies or divorces, do you expect the same treatment again? Era nze obusajja obusiru obukopi mbulaba. Muwalawo yapadda mu bufumbo, yava ebuwono. N'agenda ew'omusajja omulala. Ne wafa omuntu sezaala wafudde. Ne butwala omuwumbo gw'emmere n'ekita ky'omwenge. Ani anaakutikkula? Oli omukazi ali wabba mulala. Ekitegeeza obufumbo bwamwe bwa obukote bufa obukopi. Can you see me there? Obukopi. Can you see me there? Nti baweebezayo olumbe ngende ng'omukazi ali wa musajja mulala. Ani? Obukopi. Nawasaayo. Obukopi bubeeramu omwana tebufa. You are stupid. Gwe tebakwagalayo. Mulamu wo ki agenda okutuuza ewange ng'omugagga alaba. Obuwumba tuutu obufungula ndika. I left State House 10 years ago. Kakati, why do you insist? Omanya obwavu bwe bukwata. Omuntu bw'ayavuwala nganza alina amakooti 10,000 n'amasuuti. Oddayo mu kooti n'ozikebera. Naye ate nga ne bwaliwo ekiteeka mu wardrobe. Naye wali okola ki? Wagikebera. Omukazi nga buliddwa ekyokulya addayo mu biwala.
Nanti abantu baano muzeeyi
abasiru badda ne mu ttooyi.
Abalina okukola ebintu tebatuukirikika.
No, it is your understanding. This man is no longer in the State House. The man left the State House 10 years ago. When I was in the State House, I helped people. Now I don't have power and influence to help you. Yes. Nina n'omuntu abadde alina byagala muhoozi amukolera. Yefu muhoozi yali anoonya kalulu kati azzeeyo mu magye. Diyopasi muhoozi.
No.
Naye abantu bano balina amagezi mu mutwe. Babanja n'ewafiiriddwa. The only courageous people who can ask for payment, a medical doctor.
I see.
Do you see? When you go to a hospital, when it is clear. When you go to a hospital, you find the mortuary there. Meaning, there are those who cure and those who do what?
Of course, who die.
As you leave the corpse out of the hospital, people getting inside to get treatment from those who failed to treat yours. That's the hospital.
I see.
But if Muhoz was interested in the presidency, it would mean...
would not have accepted the deployment.
No. Would insist. Kakati ebyo byonna abadde balowooza okuliira ku Muhoozi. Holotiti.
Mubiyimirize. Mulinde lwalidda.
Naye omugole afiiridde mu accident nga babadde baguze okuba endongo mukeera. What type of reasoning is this?
Amusaba balance.
Kyobala bambagamba nti abantu baffe abamu. What would be the head at the buttocks? And what would be the buttocks at the head? Abantu abamu tebalina bwongo. Emitwe gyali nyuma, gyali buttocks. Unless your head was supposed to be buttocks without brain. That's how you conduct yourself.
I see.
This man is no longer working in the state house for 10 years. Why do you ring me to help you?
Probably you remained with some connection.
And Minachi. I told you I want to meet the president to ask him for marching orders. I want to tell him the situation is, I've proved that I was treated badly. I'm innocent. I was innocent. So the future has exonerated me. I want now to start a new journey because I cannot work with these people who poisoned me 5 times, who hired thugs to kill me, and they are powerful in your government. I cannot determine Museveni's minister because Museveni, to appoint a minister, he knows the criteria.
Of course. You
can decide visitors who come to your wedding, but you cannot decide those you will find on another wedding.
Of course.
Njagala Museveni kumusiibula ngenda mu kalulu. Naye saagala agambe nti I'm extending my battle to parliament. The why you know Museveni? Museveni bwe yagala omwewaggulako nti omulwanyi akumalawo. And Museveni is not about to go. No.
Serious?
Seriously. Even 2013, Museveni can come back.
31? Yes,
2031. I'm telling you. I wrote a book recently and I donated 200 copies to the Bazukulu group. Judge Tova Kulai, don't leave the main road. I said that we have a proverb in our Chiganda language. Omanyi, abazungu bakoze obumu obukyusa Oluganda. Because of this program. Translators. Yes, that's how I have promoted my language, my Chiganda language.
I see.
And I don't have Shaba Bali Mengo. And kati nkubuulira nti Museveni n'Abaganda in my Chiganda language tukugamba kitagenda azaala bagenzi. When a parent lives longer, he or she buries his or her own children. All of the would-be successors of Museveni have been swept on the west side. Even Muhoozi, whom we expected that at least we have arrived at a good choice, who can care for about who protected Museveni more than his biological son. Museveni has changed the tables.
He wants to protect himself.
He's
staying
it
seems to be life presidency.
I think you
President for life.
What way into Margaret Thatcher she was in the power for 16 years. Margaret Thatcher revealed, I take those things seriously. She said that having been in Prime Minister for Britain for over 16 years, it stuck in me. I wake up in the morning, dress properly, and wait the chauffeur to take me to my office. Then I realize I'm no longer Prime Minister. There are times when I listen to news, that was Margaret Thatcher, and I hear certain things that we are done without my involvement. Then I realize I'm no longer Prime Minister. Say 16 years, it has an impact on me.
Now think about Museveni.
40 years.
Who has stayed for 40 years.
Yes.
And in addition to the one who stayed in the bush.
Do you believe you can have a title stigmatizing title. Former President Yoweri Museveni. Ensonga.
But Kenyatta
Maybe
is there.
you can borrow a
Kenyatta
leaf.
is there.
You can borrow
borrow
a
a
leaf.
leaf
Yes.
from what is happening at
But what
with our neighbors.
you are picking a good example. Immediately, soon after Uhuru Kenyatta handed over to his former
Deputy.
His farms were raided. 2,000 sheep were taken away. His security was replaced by Bamusirike. The LIT troop, the General Service Unit, was replaced by Bamusirike.
But he's not getting any conflicts. I think those boys
family,
that were put there
the Kenyatta family
are doing a good job.
The Kenyatta family that has been revered for centuries, decades, is now fighting for survival.
I see.
But the successor is what?
He's a vice.
A former what?
Former vice president.
And you
deputy.
see, some statements backfire. Uhuru Kenyatta told Raila Odinga, you better buy stomach pain, stomach tablets. Why? Painkillers. I'm going to rule for 10 years and rule for 10 years. Which is happening. I think Uhuru Kenyatta has forgotten that statement. Statement is backfire. Nagamba, Gund, Obama, when he was talking about Trump, he said, ruling America is more a difficult task than hosting a talk show. He witnessed the swearing in of Trump in the White House.
Who was the TV presenter?
Yes. Museveni said, let Bobi Wine go back to his singing career. Who has ever given trouble for Museveni than this small singer?
Of course, Bobi Wine.
Even Museveni became a singer.
At one point.
Museveni became a DJ.
Museveni has ways, has so many ways.
And
of
there
getting
was,
a presidency.
there was a musician.
It turns into
there's a
anything.
musician who took them to court over his song. Yes. Museveni adapting it what?
To the situation.
To something that he had already dismissed as nothing. These statements, they follow you.
Of course.
In Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta, Kibaki, comparing those who are agitating for change. Kibaki said, those who think that they can remove Kanu from power are the dreamers. Removing Kanu from power is like cutting a mugume tree, mahogany, with a razor blade. It wanted him. If it was not Raila Odinga who said Kibaki Tosha, this statement was hunting him. Kakati, look, how can Museveni surrender power even to his son? When are they going to govern the country together?
Of course, you step aside and you let things
Chikwete! Chikwete who
retired.
Chikwete who retired only 10 years ago is seeking a job as African Union Secretary General. What does it mean?
But I think these are not jobs.
I always
They're
say,
just prestigious positions.
I always say,
for ex-servicemen.
but Tanzania is richer than Uganda.
Of course.
I always say that once you say Nalongo, a woman who produces 2 children at the same time, running away from a road, having been overpowered by the size of the man's organ. Can you imagine he goes there? Omusajja afumudde Nalongo emisingi yabala mbwemberere evaayo egende enoonya kufa. You for the Chikwetes who have just retired yesterday are coming back to be servants. When I went to Britain with the president, I found him myself. I think he is at the Commonwealth Secretariat. One day, we're in the States. And the Condoleezza Rice asked Museveni, Your Excellency, why don't you retire and you become Secretary General of the United Nations? Museveni laughed. Ridiculous. Museveni, to be a Mupaka Sekanan, I have my cows to look after. I cannot be a Mupaka Sekanan. So if Museveni can reject being a Secretary General of the United Nations, that it means being a Mupakas. Me, I'm a realist. You think Museveni can retire very soon? Museveni, to retire very soon, impossible. That one I don't accept. But going back at your question about Amongi, Amongi has defeated them. The moment you divide the criminality, then you have accepted, have admitted. Two, Bobi Wine is an amateur in politics. Why? You have been constantly repeatedly accused of being linked.
But Bobi Wine says he's happy with the sanctions.
I can be here because Bobi Wine come when a person is accused of being a cannibal in the village, they bury a person, the following day they don't find the body there. And the suspected cannibal says, this is not the work of cannibals. The man might have gone to heaven with his body. Are you the Virgin Mary? Are you Moses? Everybody will know. Why does this man defend cannibals? For me, I'm saying, and well thinking Ugandans are saying, that they are targeting Amongi because of the homosexual law.
But that's what he
They wanted to intimidate other African parliaments.
He says gays. If you wherever he's told anything now, he alleges that he's the homosexual.
And Bobi Wine, a suspected homosexual friend. Because homosexuals have homosexual friends.
Those allegations
not even anti-Chinkupurira. Not homosexuals. Like this idiot of Lubaga. Where do you have the money to start an organization anti-corruption? Are you from? Why don't you ask him to put you in the IGG's office? Why don't you ask him to put you in the auditor's office?
Brother is seriously demanding for accountability from Amongi.
That is another support of homosexuals. The homosexuals cannot say that we are fighting Amongi because of our homosexuality bill. No. They will incite Ugandans against them. Can you fight in North Korea using a parliament? But South Korea can react to demonstrations.
I see.
Massive demonstrations. Why? It's a democracy. How many presidents in South Korea changed? Some of I think one of their presidents resigned the coolers for corruption. Can this happen in North Korea? So no. You said, can you mess up with Rwanda? This is why I was telling you. I told you in one of my submissions.
But it's as if you're saying these sanctions will not affect Amongi.
No.
But these guys are affected the travel ban and asset freeze.
Domestic law prevails over international law.
In your own country?
Yes. If Interpol wants to arrest somebody here, we refused. They wanted to arrest the genociders in Rwanda, including this man whose lady was inciting people and buying matches. It's called Kabuga. Kabuga remained in Kenya as long as the M.i.S.O government was there. Kabuga escaped from Kenya because of the change of leadership. And M.i.S.O said, if you wanted to solve the Rwandese problem, what you do, study the Genesis. And I was peaceful. At one time, do you know that at one time Kagame angered the Kenyans when he suggested that the Kenyan government should be toppled, that the M.i.S.O government should be toppled by the military? Yes, because of its attitude towards the genociders. Because many genociders, what many people don't know, many genociders fled to Malawi. Yes.
I see.
That's why they're in Congo.
This Amongi. Every time Amongi is told anything,
yes,
she claims it is the homosexual.
You don't depend on rumors.
To destroy your international relations. Sanctions is not a side effect.
This is
a whole full speaker who cannot visit another country.
Bashir used to walk because they are seeing it as an arrogance, a neo-colonialism. When ICC indicted Uhuru Kenyatta and Ruto, were they not elected the president and the vice president? When the ICC news was around their neck?
Of course they were.
I always read in the Sunday Nation. An arrogant fellow is a professor, but in many cases, whatever he writes is useless in politics. Maybe he uses different the Nagenda language, English, as if every time you want to refer, you must refer to a dictionary or a spell check. But he said, I was reading that man, and I think he would have closed his mouth. He said, those who think that Uhuru Kenyatta and Ruto will be president, will rule Kenya, I can sign it, a check for you, and you go and cash it. This is a case involving Rodi Archer, who was the leading finance of the Conservative Party. When he found in a corrupted deal, after suing a newspaper that awarded him £500,000, and they failed to share it with somebody that was found with a girl on the beach, he was arrested and charged.
I see.
Did we impose, did the other countries impose a travel ban on him? What about MPs and the ministers in Britain recently who misused parliamentary privileges? They were told those who don't have houses in London be given money. But even those who had the privileges could only benefit those who had no houses in London. But even those who took the money, a minister left, a female minister was also found guilty of using government funds to buy blue movies for her husband. Did we impose bans, travel bans? Why do you interfere?
I would say, the gist of the matter is, your speech seems to exonerate people who speak the poor.
No, it's the planning. If these people being pointed out among over her house, then the people would support them.
But also the Karamoja iron sheets
how many times
can be a cause.
You tell me the British were here for 70 years. What monument is there in the Karamoja during their stay? The only thing that the British left in Karamoja was a beef factory that was supplying a garrison. The British maintained a large garrison in Karamoja to fight the Somali. The inflow of guns from Somalia into Uganda is not new. Kenya had the shifters. So when the British left and the British took power, the Kalamajonga elders told the Obote, remove this machine that is eating our cows. So I can explain that even that beef factory in Karamoja was constructed, was brought up by the British government to help their soldiers.
Their own.
In 70 years, we've had what the British live in Karamoja. How many times have seen relief agencies originating from Britain supplying relief in Karamoja? A Muganda will tell you, when you see a woman crying more than the bereaved family, it's a witch who has remembered a close relative. I see it in my home area. I see it in my home area because I'm only of my age. I'm the only surviving person in my village. All my
what took the rest?
My age mates died from HIV.
I see. So
I see, when I go there, I see elder women who, when they look at me, they shed tears. They remember, if my son did not die, to be like
Mirundi.
Yes, they don't want to see me. At times I used to give them money, but I found out they were not happy. Yes, Kakati.
They compare you.
What does Britain want in Karamoja? What I remember, we had a time when we had Land Rovers, police Land Rovers, donated by the British government.
I see.
And they were clearly marked British aid. And I had rules, so this could not be used for military operations. What do they have in the Karamoja?
But I think they are concerned
the British
with using this as an example.
Ugandans are scared about British intervention because Britain has been making contradictions. They brought Amin to power. The first country Amin visited was Britain, hosted by Queen. And Amin remarked during his dinner speech, when the Queen comes to Uganda, he will revenge.
I remember that.
Eventually,
I thought those were jokes.
Because the British thought that Amin was going to accommodate Indians. What did he do? He fell out with the British. When Mutesa fled to Britain in the 66 crisis, the British government said, unless you recognize the British government, we shall not give you political asylum. The man died a poor man.
Of course.
That's the record of Britain, Ugandans have.
They fear the intervention.
During World War II, the British maintained a British advanced military team in Uganda, training Obote's soldiers to kill people in Luweero. At one time I said, a junior man in the US Foreign Department called Cohen, I choose the British soldiers for training the killers. The British said, no, for us, we don't know. We are not sure who is killing Ugandans. It's either rebels, because even the rebels are operating. They did not change their attitude of financing your body. Margaret Thatcher, after the elections of 1980, said, give military a chance. The Commonwealth report, influenced by Britain, said the elections have been free and fair according to African standards. Have we forgotten about Britain? During the Bush War,
the way they changed,
that were headed by Museveni, there was a directive asking Museveni to tell you. The British government gave a directive. Whoever sights Museveni in Britain on an airport, ports, should be arrested and handed over to Obote. Immediately Museveni won. The British started salivating. We don't respect the British government. In fact, I say.
But we accept their aid. Why should we accept UK aid?
Which aid do they have? Point out which aid.
I hear there is UK aid.
Of what?
UK aid they bring
in
here.
Fact, Museveni asked to go to
the military training.
Museveni asked the Britain, you also help me to solve this problem of serfs, which you left here, land use and war. Gordon Brown said we don't have money. This was the practice of the colonies. If we started it in Uganda to compensate, then it would be depleted, the British national
coffers. It will be replicated
everywhere
in other countries.
He said what we can contribute, we can use our bilateral, which how much money do we get from Britain? How much? May I told you that a man who did international relations in the university and international law and diplomacy, I told you that according to my observation and opinion, the most influential embassy in Uganda is the Vatican Embassy. It owns all the schools, the Catholic schools, the Catholic churches, the
hospitals,
and
several organizations,
and you
the
see,
Catholic Church.
You see how the power of the Vatican is influencing Uganda more than any other embassy.
Of course.
When Archbishop Langa died, many Catholics preferred Rwanga, preferred Ziwa of Mityana. We waited the Papa's envoy. He came with a different message. Chose some more. Did anybody raise a finger?
No.
When the Papa realized that tribalism was eaten up our society, and they could not, the Kampala Archdiocese Catholics would not accept Bachenga, who was the most senior cleric at that time, to move from Mbalala to take over. What did the Papa do? What the Papa did was to divide Uganda into 4 archdioceses without consulting Museveni.
Of course.
Yes. Are we having more Catholics?
No.
But this is the
divided power
of the Papa. Which arranged it?
No one.
Today, we have 4 archdioceses, 4 equals. And that's why I strongly doubt whether I ever have a cardinal again. The cardinal we have cannot participate in the election of the Pope. Once you clock 85, you cannot remain a cardinal, but you cannot participate in electing the Pope. Because the question is, of the 4 equals, who will be elected?
I see.
Whom will the Pope choose? But in Rwanda, where people were killed by clerics, at one time Kagame shot dead a public execution of bishops, Catholic bishops. He even put the head of the Catholic Church inside the coolers in Rwanda. The youngest cardinal now is in Rwanda.
Yes.
Ugandans flock to Kibero, where the Virgin Mary is alleged to have appeared to the people, to warn them about genocide.
I see.
Yes. So,
you're saying Rome and their embassy is more important
than the
British embassy?
The High Commission. Except those, even those who want to get visas. Do we have a visa clearing out department in Uganda? Here some go to South Africa, others go to Ethiopia. So what's the usefulness of the British here? Apart from speaking their language, and some of us speak it badly. Me, I went through poor schools in the village. I don't speak English through the nose. And the fact is,
don't speak it like Pastor Sematimba.
Hearing me, a Briton can even ask which language is that man speaking. I hear a mix of English and some other language because of my accent.
And the way you twist the idiom, someone may not directly understand.
So,
but we say, eventually the main content of what they are doing is to check on public graft. To check on theft of public resources.
If these people are well organized, they would wait and give money to the Ugandan government. For instance, the hospital. How much money Uganda has lost in hospital compared to what we lost in iron sheets? It is not really sentiment. And it was supposed to benefit everybody.
Of course.
The iron sheets for Karamoja. When somebody steals an elephant and it does not raise,
steals a rabbit.
Where our friends from Britain, when he penitent, is accused of stealing money we intended for a hospital. And for me, I defend
of course, that went through that parliament.
I defend the penitent. Let our Attorney General and the Solicitor General, our custodians of our law, to tell us the agreement, display the agreement.
I'm wondering how the Uganda government still issues promissory notes to something that is non-existent. They say we are still paying and we are seeing nothing.
No, they are telling you
no work done.
Truly sued the Ugandan government. Museveni was tricked. Museveni is not a thief, he is not a mafia. Museveni is put up a team to argue with the Tulo on a self-made case and gave them a handshake. And I want the then head of Uganda Revenue Authority. When did Uganda Revenue Authority become a paying master? Why don't you get for it? We're not sent engaged go for a surgery. Margaret Thatcher had this.
I think that's the way she wants herself to be.
Margaret Thatcher again in the Bakachusa. His surgery is there. If you have the money, you have with those pointed in as if you were a gonya. But Shaduka. No sango yumukazi minister wa agenda. We had an opportunity like they gave to Rwanda. They are clearing immigrants intending to enter Britain. They must be cleared in Rwanda. What happens if you are not cleared? I don't know whether the Rwandese authorities will give you a plan and go back. But the Rwanda government took it up because when you have empty hotels, why don't you squeeze? When we have big investment,
the stories about Uganda now are not pleasant. No one would choose to go to come to.
When America wanted to put the Afghanis, the Israelis in Afghanistan, because of fear of reprisals. When they wanted to bring them here, your Minister of Agenda said yes on the BBC. Our men are sharpening. They even use photographs of younger people who are watching motor rallies. They are coming. They are coming. How many Ugandans have married to an Arab? Are they the most beautiful women?
No, we have beautiful ladies here.
What if they are coming from...
We even don't care about those Arabs.
What if they are coming from Thailand? The most celebrated women are in Thailand. Yes, that's where the America started the prostitution. Those who are going to Vietnam and coming back to Vietnam used to make a stopover in Thailand. Even when you go to Asia, the Thailand hotels where Thailand prostitutes are found are clearly marked.
I see.
So are they coming from Thailand? The Arabs who cover their heads. Ugandans want people with big hips and the nice legs. But the Bawala cover themselves, you see only the face.
A minister went and Ugandans are sharpening.
A minister on BBC And I think Museveni laughs. Museveni laughs at this minister.
In fact, they are fishermen. That's what they
for him, he doesn't care about what this woman says. What is contained in her head. What is important, he is a representative of Obote's family.
People are wondering.
Mutabani wa Obote siko bawadde motoroli. Naye ayina emmotoka alala bikonga agivuga. Si mutani wa Kato. Ye yaggwamu. Yes.
People are wondering how this Rwanda that is alleged to be persecuting its own citizens is allowed to host other people.
And you have asked a very good question. Rwanda have experts on image protection. I told you that any country facing a challenge of an image problem, you use a female minister of foreign affairs. Uganda is not serious about the foreign department call. No. Even the man who was appointed by the president to be our ambassador to Saudi Arabia has failed to go. He's sitting in a small office declared the Saudi Arabian Minister of Foreign Affairs. So if you are going to exploit oil, this is when you should strengthen your presence in the countries like Saudi Arabia
that are already doing a good job.
How does Saudi Arabia feel that even the man who was going to be representing you in Saudi Arabia has failed to take up the appointment? Why? Of $200,000. Are you serious? How can a president appoint somebody who fails to go? It took years before he took up his posting to Japan. And I used to resist him. The Uganda's ambassador to Japan operating from Uganda. Like the same can apply to Gugwa. Gugwa is Uganda's ambassador to Saudi Arabia, operating in a small office in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. A small office declared Saudi Arabia.
But that is the image of our country. That's how we have built ourselves.
We don't have career
with the issues of the image.
Yes. We don't have career diplomats. But what about the Kenyans? Uhuru and Ruto. First, an ICC news, as I said. Do you know how they fought it?
No.
Yes. They mobilized African countries. Every day, Ruto and Uhuru were moving, global trotting. They even mobilized their people. They used to call them prayer rallies, going to churches and kneel before religious leaders, condemning Raila Odinga. Do we do it here? Because of our fighting, that most of the people who wanted to succeed themselves, we are using what we call psychic operation. Now he was kicked out because this son-in-law of Museveni knew I could not support him, and I had gathered a wealth of information.
As we wind up the show,
abantu bonna abaali bayambye. Look what Kadaga wouldn't be here. Kadaga brought 4,500 MPs out to the Munsi yonna. Why should she remain here?
But she's minister for East Africa.
No, which minister?
She can go anywhere.
It's above. If a man like me cannot become an advisor of Museveni, I cannot.
And deputy prime minister.
I was Museveni's advisor.
Several offices.
I was Museveni's chief advisor for 14 years. In Africa, it's only a witch who moves backwards. A general cannot become a platoon commander.
I see.
No. Look what Herero has been appointed senior advisor military affairs. A job is that is currently done by General Sale. Is he going to sit on the Sale's legs? Or are they going to have parallel?
Of course, addition. It seems the
general deputy.
It seems General Sale is embedded in wealth creation.
But you see,
he's no longer advising on
the World Bank, we should operate like the World Cup. There is no small cup, a second runner. If you are failed to be a commander, God is tight. God has decided. Allah mudde tolibera coach.
There is no small cup
hey.
for a first run-up.
Hey. You get medals.
Of course.
Kakati, if you fail to be a command, why don't I fail to be minister?
But at least they are medals.
I failed to become a minister. That's the hierarchy. Museveni cannot take me to this where he keeps all of the people. How much money had I accumulated? Every amount of money that including the 5%, the money could have it. It's so his friend. How can Museveni tie a goat where there is no grass?
And he puts he puts someone at greener pastures.
What is the budget of? Tell me the budget of an advisor.
I'm not sure.
Tell me. I told you.
Next
time when you come here.
What did you refuse?
Next time when you come here, go to the internet and find out whether there is an advisor of the president who gets a salary of $400. When you get one, I go and put up my office and take up my after 10 years of rejection.
Hey. Serious?
How much
should they be getting?
I'm not a rich man. I don't accumulate wealth. For 10 years I've been defending any money given to me by Canadian, by what, my friends, has been grabbed by Museveni's son in Europe. That one time, he'll squeeze me into submission.
As we end this show, Tukuwadde nnyo ku program when tegedde bulungi UK. I thought it was very important for UK to intervene.
UK has messed up itself. They would have touched single doubt to this woman when she displayed.
And I'm wondering how Sunak, a foreigner who seems to be maybe born there but he's an Indian, how he should chase other people to send them to Rwanda. He's so happy with the passing this as making this be signed as a law. People are wondering. The Prime Minister
of India?
The Prime Minister of Britain, who is of Indian origin.
The British are strategic. That by having an Indian, you are closing relationship with India. Because Britain is now out of the European Union. It is looking at the potential, the possible potential of India. Because the Chinese and the Anglo-Chinese relationship is not well after the handing over of Hong Kong. Now the British think, but certain people, even here, they think the same way, which does not materialize. Obote too sent our High Commission to Britain, to India, was a sheke. What did we get apart from Hero by scholars in the name of Obote? What do we get from India? This government, the NRM, elected or appointed Katongole of an Indian origin. Has the Indian government pumped money in NRM? No. So it depends. When you go to India, I think they cannot Sudir, but Sudir is a Ugandan by bus. Sudir, I think he comes from Kasese. I hear he has even a house there. Sudir is my friend. I would ask him. And that's what I had forgotten. That when they wanted to grab Sudir's Bank of Uganda gave it to DFCU, whose shareholders are in London.
Of course.
If we can accept a verdict from London in concerning a bank that is operating in Uganda, why don't they accept our judicial system to work? This is neo-colonialism and arrogance.
Hey, if Sudiru can go to UK and win a case within their borders, why shouldn't they accept that Uganda
because
can handle
the shareholders of this bank are anywhere in London? Likewise, I'm asking, if these iron ships were bought from money from Britain, Britain would have a reason to argue. This money was generated from our taxpayers. We answered about the taxpayers. But the iron ships were bought from money generated from Ugandans. Hands off Britain. Hands off. Your record, the British record in Uganda sticks. It sticks. British, it cannot be cleaned by jig. They better lie like an emperor.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop. stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all. I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off. Find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all. I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient and soon. It can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it.